Welcome everyone to the sudden appearance of mine here at the first round of 7th season of Journeyman League here at the Hyderabad circuit in India. My tongue is about to freaking die, and I have a guest of mine here too with Nuno. Say hi, Nuno.
Hi.
And today we'll be seeing the first round, as has been already mentioned, here at the Indian circuit. 3 laps of qualifying ahead of drivers. It's clear weather on the radar for the qualifying only, as it will be 10% of rain each lap at the race. So it's Tomatoes with a provisional pole of 29.63, with Dr. Known in 2nd place provisionally, while Matima, who finished in 3rd position last season, is only in 5th, but on tie on 4th position. Nuno, who do you think can win today here at Journeyman League race?
Well, there's been some changes to the grid, as Kader has been banned after taking the title, and also Shard JT after a dominant performance in Istanbul Park. So I think that leaves drivers like Kim Mongoose and Tomatoes as sort of the favorites, but we also seeing some good performance here from Dr. Known, Fabricio, and also Dirk Machina, who's currently has a provisional pole with lap of 29.53, as now they're just finishing the 3rd lap. And I think it's Dirk Machina taking that pole position.
And the results are about to be confirmed. And so it's Deux Machina in 1st place, gaining the pole by 1/10 over to Tomatoes. Fabricio will be starting in 3rd position for Diaz, who weren't in last season, so they are rookies, it seems. Actually, no, I'm wrong. These are rebranded Mercedes. Dr. Known in 4th position. Strong start by Solaris, I gotta say. Strong start of the season, in qualifying at least. Reducted in 5th position for Arcon, with Matima in 6th position for Ferroverdi, our last time World Constructors Championship. Kalitka in 7th position. Danim in 8th. Rock Beavers in 9th position. Azat will be starting from 10th position, as Game and Goose, the overall 2nd place, will be starting from 11th. Priya will be starting from 12th, as Mr. Crank and Maska Brevis, teammates for Cormorant, will be starting from the penultimate row, as Banana Boy and Fox will be starting from the last row. Do you have any predictions for the race, Nuno?
I think the start will certainly be very chaotic, like the run to the that first airpin, and also those sort of wiggles on the middle sector. Like, it's really hard to be like side by side with someone without having someone crashing. And also should check the settings if it's 10% rain.
Yep. 1 second. It's gonna be a raining start here at the Indian circuit, which makes us a surprise already. Lights out and away we go. Deux Machina starts from pole. He's on inters. Tomatoes is on inters. It's not. It's almost half of the drivers taking inters or wets, apparently. Tomatoes almost making the move on the outside. Inside for him now. It's gonna be much heavier rain, so those who picked wets will be gaining from the drivers on the inters, and Tomatoes does a mistake, which puts him and the others into the wall. Reducted does a mistake, and oh, Fabricio almost crashed out there. He's on inters, and we can see that there is a carnage. The only word I can really pick there is carnage happening in the circuit, as we almost about to see some crashes, as Deux Machina still leads in 1st place. 3 wide here, and oh, the name goes, well, yeah, he got pushed or anything.
Yeah, big
And
chaos already. As you can see, Matimar on the wet certainly benefiting from this, and I'm pretty sure that some drivers are certainly struggling only because they are on the Inters with full rain, and they're certainly taking some effect here. You can see all the drivers on the west just started a little bit further behind, just climbing up the grid. You got like
oh,
Kalitka, ooh, now a light
wow.
storm. Yeah, he's not okay. Yeah, you got like Kalikta, Rock Pavers, and also Matimar. I think is the main one up to second place. But although Duck Machina that seems to have a lot of pace here and he's still leading by 2 seconds, so things starting pretty well for him as he actually got the clean start while everyone else was just battling for second place.
Yep, and we have our first DNF of the season.
Wood
Being done
Banana
by
Boy pitting for
Fox.
softs.
Oh, already? That's... To say that is a huge gamble, probably is to just not even open your mouth. Oh, Fabricio! Into the pits and he hit the pit wall. He goes for hards!
Yeah, some of the drivers not having enough experience and just pitting too early. They need to pay attention to the weather marker and to see when that's blue part is like completely empty. That's as simply as that. As you can see now, Matimar now catching up to Dex Machina there for first place.
And he is really close. It will be inside for the next turn for Matima. Can he make the move? Done. Dex Machina backs up. And Dex still on the outside. They still going side by side. But now Matima does the move. And oh, the gamble of Fabrizio and Banana Boy did not actually work out because we'll have more rain on the way. And Priya leads the race on her own, all out of the blue.
Fox DNF also.
Remember.
We said he crashed.
Yep. He had
And lucky
an
his car is
awful
on a
crash.
safe place.
Yep. It's 17 laps left already and still raining. Well, rather exciting race it is right now. Battle for the lead between Dex Machina and Matima. Dex Machina is into his slipstream. Can he catch him up? Going to turn 3. Inside line, but not enough speed to actually overtake. Still slipstreaming, but those inters have less grip than those wets, so slipstream would be just fine as clouds are heading our way and the rain should be stopping and the track, well, should be drying
Something's
up.
wrong with Danny.
Something wrong with Danny? Where?
Can't
He's
even
fine.
see him. Where is? Oh wait,
He's
is him. Okay.
fine. I
Oh,
think.
but he's speeding right now. Yeah, another driver doing the same mistake. Oh, but
Yeah.
he's speeding for wet tires. What?
Oh.
Oh, he's
Rather interesting choice.
returning. I think in the pits. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, he's stopping the car. He's parking.
Oh.
Yeah, I guess he's DNFing.
I'm not third DNF of this race already. Deus
Yeah,
Machine and Metimath meanwhile battling. Deus Machine with, well, grip advantage at this point.
Another light storm. Oh my god.
mm,
Okay, just overrate.
So we can see that Deus Machine actually now builds the gap over Matima, but the battle is not over yet. Matima goes on the inside of Deus Machine going to the chicane. Deus Machine gets penalty for an unknown reason, but Matima just takes it and he asks for slipstream. Interesting. And Mr. Krang and Fabricio are into the pits for mediums. It's gonna be Sun, so should be a right choice, as Redacted still holds the fastest lap, which will vanish away, I think, quite soon. All the drivers are into the pits.
Ooh, this is interesting. Matima
Yeah.
are choosing the hards and Makina going for softs. That means that Makina will have to pit, but Matima will certainly go to the end, so that could be this could be good information, I think, for CL and UL to see if this extra pit stop is worth it or not. But I
Yep.
feel like maybe it might not be because Machina might have some traffic in the middle after he pits. So yeah, we will see how it goes to the end.
Yep, we certainly will. And I don't think there is anything really interesting going into the leading pack, but Rock Beavers and Redacted are having a battle for the 5th place. They go side by side, going into turn 3. Rock Beavers almost with a switchback there, but I think we have a battle for the lead. We had a battle for the lead, I'm sorry. Actually, we will have it now too, as Deux Machina is in slipstream of Matima. He asked for slipstream, but that did not work. They go side by side. Oh, he pushes Matima just a little bit, but Kalitka is already there, which could mean that if these drivers will be battling each other too much, Kalitka might have a shot of winning this. And yeah, Matima goes into the wall, slows down, and has to catch up to Deux Machina as, well, Deux Machina just set a fast lap of 29.67, beating the previous record held by Redacted.
Yes, so for Matimar, it would have been important to stay on the sleep of Deux Machina, although with Kalikta being close, might be another opportunity there to slipstream, but if he doesn't catch him, I guess he doesn't catch him, but yeah, I think Matimar really needs to lose as less time as possible if he wants to win the race, and Machina needs to gain as much as possible, so
Yep.
seems like some kind of a pace battle. in
Yeah,
the end.
it absolutely looks like this, and Kalitka is getting closer and closer to Matimar because he has softs, apparently. And let's follow the battle of Redacted and Rock Beavers for a while. Both are on mediums, same mediums, I gotta say. Oh wait, we had a battle at least. Well, if you look at it, oh, Kalitka and Matima did the same lap time last lap. Something that I just noticed. So they did not lose or gain on each other, which is quite interesting.
I think maybe at this point, Matimar's tires might start to get better than the Machina's and Kalitka's softs. So yeah, I think at this moment, maybe all the distance that Machina gained might be the maximum that he can do for now.
Yep, and Matty gained somewhere around 16 tenths already on last lap.
Here's the box.
Anyways, a little bit of lags there again, but Deux's softs are... He goes into the pits, as does Kalitka, to pit for softs again. It's, well, the most reasonable choice, but it's only 5 laps left at this point. And Matima...
Tomatoes, so Tomatoes could have been a very important key for Matimar to like slow him down and
yeah, since they're
allow his teammate to win, but seems like he couldn't do much there. He has really old mediums, and yeah, I think if he can get somehow the slipstream back, he might be able to do something. But yeah, for now, it seems like there's nothing he can do. So I think Machina can just focus on trying to chase down Matimar, which will be a really hard job because the time is running out in the end.
Yep, and well, Tomatoes isn't really gaining to Deux Machina, but Kalitka could be a trouble for Deux because he is catching up quite rapidly on Tomatoes at least. Oh, and Tomatoes, yeah, he cannot handle these worn mediums already. And Kalitka cannot find his way of taking him, but can he go on the inside of the chicane? And he does the move. Kalitka is now ahead of Tomatoes for the 3rd place, as it's 3 laps left. I don't think Deux Machina can really chase Matima that fast in 3 laps time, but time will tell. So it's a lap of 30.45, which is 1/10 faster than the last lap of Matima, and 3/10 slower than Kalitka's last lap. So we should be having, well, we could have a battle for the second place, I think, if Kalitka does not drop the pace, but we'll see. I see the pack of drivers there, led by Game and Goose. And they're all battling for 5th place apparently, but this last lap started by Matima and oh, watermark removes, interesting. Could we have a wet finale to...
Ooh, there you go. But doesn't really matter much.
Okay, I called it, but I got surprised a bit. But
Yeah.
Matima comes in to win the Indian Grand Prix of Journeyman Season 7, Round 1. Oh, and it will be wet finale to the race. Game and Goose and Redacted will be battling for the 5th place. They won't. So Dr. Noun will finish in 7th, Zat in 8th, Rock Beavers in 9th, Mr. Brivas and Mr. Kronk, well, they could have a battle for the 10th place, but I don't think that's happening. We all just gotta wait until they finish. Till they all finish. Mr. Brivas does a mistake, but so does Mr. Kronk. And Mascabrous finishes in 10th, Mr. Kronk in 11th. Fabricio crashes on the final straight, and Hans will not finish this race. But who am I joking? He did not leave. Oh, he found the powers to actually finish the race in 12th position. Banana Boy will be finishing in 13th place as far as I can tell. And yep, it's 10 seconds left for him to finish this race. Come on, you can do it. You can do it, mate. Come on. 3, 2, 1, and you made it on time. Congratulations. On to the race results. Well, it's Matima finishing in 1st position for Fair Verde in a fairly, well, action-packed Indian Grand Prix. Deux Machina finishes in 2nd place with the fastest lap of 29.67, gaining that 1 additional point. Kalitka in 3rd position with Tomatoes, well, struggling on those worn mediums to the end of the race. For the Fair Verde, I think Fair Verde will be currently on top of the standings, as Redacted will be finishing in 5th position with Game and Goose just a second behind him, actually 35 tenths behind him. Dr. Noun in 7th position, Azat in 8th, Rock Beavers in 9th, Mascabrivas in 10th, Mr. Kronk in 11th, Fabricio in 12th, Banana Boy in 13th, Danim, Priya, Fox, Diniaf from this race. Nino, any opinion of yours?
Well, I think Matimar simply have the best strategy in the end, and he just simply won. He just saved that 1 pit stop, and yeah, that might tell that sometimes the hard to have the uses for this race, and yeah, that's it. I think the rain also decided a lot. Having the wets was crucial. I think Matimar also benefited from that, from starting on the wets. Like, even though it was low rain, I think the wets were certainly the better tires, even before the full rain came in, because it was already like more than half wet off the track. So yeah, I think Matimar certainly deserves to win this opening round, but I would say interesting to see that Machina and Kalitka certainly stepping up here, and maybe some weight performance that also Redacted as well.
Yep. And that's unfortunately the end of this race. But make sure to join us next week. See you next week!